Hi lovelies, welcome back. Thank you for joining. In today's video, I will show you how to peel and wash coffee beans at home using a food processor or a blender. Let's get started. So for the process, we are going to use coffee beans or black-eyed pea. So the first thing that you want to do is to transfer the black-eyed pea in the container, right? So like you see, I have the black-eyed pea here. I have them in small packages, so I'm going to transfer it in the container. So this is how it looks like, right? So in the next step, we are going to add in some water. So you add in water to overflow, all right? So the water is going to overflow the pan. And after that, you just allow it to steep for like 20 minutes. If you are joining me for the first time, my name is Yvonne, and you are highly welcome. Remember to share and subscribe as you watch the video. So this is about 20 minutes later. In the next step, you transfer the beans into the food processor or a blender, if that's what you're using. But I'm using a food processor, right? When you transfer it, you go ahead and add in some water. Make sure that it overflows as well, the beans, as you can see. And in the next step, you're gonna crush it, all right? You pause, you crush and you pause. I said crush and not blend, because if you allow the food processor or the blender to run for a long time, it's gonna blend the beans, and that's not what we want at this step. So you just press and then you pause, all right? Just like you see, the beans is gradually being transformed, but it's not blending the beans. As you can see, the food processor is not blending the beans. And after that, you go ahead and transfer it in the pan. Look at how it is. So it just cracked the food processor just cracked the beans, because you have to press and pause in order not to blend the beans. You repeat the same process. Add in some beans in the food processor or a blender. It's the same process. And then you press and pause. You don't blend, because if you blend, it's gonna blend the beans. So here is the second batch, you guys. So we're going to transfer it in the pan, and then you add in more water, because after this you allow it to steep for like hours. Some people want to do it overnight, but me, I always just allow it to steep for like 2-3 hours until when the beans is soft, and then I'll go ahead and blend it. So you do it the way you feel comfortable, right? So I finally changed the pan because the other one was small. So here is the beans in a bigger container, and I'll allow this to steep for about 2 hours, and then I'll go ahead and drain it, all right? So this is how we'll drain out the black-eyed peas. You just have to add in water and you drain it in a strainer, all right? Add water, stir it a little bit, and then you pour the water in a strainer, because when you add in the water, you have like the remnants, we call it the shafts, like we commonly call it the shafts. It will just float. So you have to pour it now in the strainer, and you go ahead continuously add in water, pour it until when the beans is clean. So look at the remnants, guys. Look at the remnants, the shafts, like we commonly call it. And this is how the beans will look like. See how clean it is. So at this point, you are ready to go. Okay, you can go ahead and steep it again for some time, 1 hour, 2 hours. It just depends on how you want it, but I always just do the beans the same day, and I prepare it the same day. Some people will do it overnight. So now you go ahead and then you blend the beans using your blender or food processor. So blender or food processor, you follow the same process, all right? Now that you have learned how to peel and wash your koki beans at home, go ahead, make some koki and enjoy. Sending you tons of hugs as always. I hope this video was useful. See you next time. Thanks for watching.